Guys, I think it's time to play the
Turn and learn ABCs. N.
Let's get started. What's that? I have no idea. Do you? Are those blue eggs? Oh, I think I know what this is. This is where birds lay eggs.
Nest.
Nest starts with the letter N. Let's play again. Are those legs? That looks like somebody's head. This definitely looks like a person. I see a stethoscope. I think I know this one.
Nurse.
Nurse starts with the letter N. How about one more? I see something brown. This is a hard one. This looks like an acorn, maybe. But acorn doesn't start with the letter N. What's another word that starts with N?
Nut.
Nut starts with the letter N. Can you remember all of the things that we discovered that started with the letter N? Nest, nurse, and nut. Excellent work. Bye for now.
Hey everyone, it's Natalie, and happy Cinco de Mayo everyone, because today we're checking out for 7 nests that will change how you think of birds. So without further ado, let's watch it and see. Boop. Science is so amazing! SciShow!
When you think about a bird's nest, you're probably imagining like some twigs stuck together on a branch of a tree. And that is definitely a type of bird's nest.
Starts with the letter
Turns out,
N.
though, that there are a
Because
lot
today
of different
is
nests
the letter
out there
N.
with a wide variety of shapes and
Nice.
sizes. They don't need to be in trees. They don't even need to be made out of sticks. And there's no
Noodle.
single reason for why birds' nests are so different. Nests are places where birds can lay eggs and raise their young, and the advantages of building one type over another
That's
can
about
include
doing that
predators,
thing
creating
stuff,
a better
huh?
climate for survival, or finding a mate. Today, we're going to explore the incredible diversity of these structures by looking at 7 differently impressive nests.
Yep.
As the title
That's
says,
7.
we're going to change the way
Seven
we're thinking about
nests that will
birds.
change how you
Because
think
who
of
wants to
birds?
keep thinking about birds the same
definitely
way all the
me.
time? Bald eagles are probably best known as the national symbol of the
Number
US.
1,
But they can be found
bald
all over
eagles.
North America. Their nests are like the supersized version of what you probably imagined earlier. That is, a nest of sticks
Oh my
on top
goodness.
of a tree. Nests in trees
Pretty.
have certain advantages over nests on the ground. They can provide additional safety against predators and be more available than other potential spots. And it turns out that competition over some types of homes, like tree holes, can get pretty
Hello,
intense since
everyone.
they're already really sturdy. So
Glad
building
to
a nest
see you.
means less competition.
I'm
One reason the nests
Noel.
of bald eagles are so
I'm a
humongous
mermaid,
is because the
actually.
birds themselves
Whoa.
are just
A
big. Bald eagles are typically
mermaid?
around a meter long with a wingspan
nice
more than
of
twice that size. And the nest needs to be able to
Let's just
accommodate
say
both
thank you
parents
to
as well
me.
as their quickly
My
growing
mermaid
kids.
memory
Eagles
had
also
a magic
continue to
power.
improve the same nest year after year, possibly as part of their
Whoa!
courtship behavior.
Am
So
I
nests
gonna be a
can grow larger
superstar?
over
We're
time.
gonna
In
need
fact,
to
a pair
find
of
out
bald
soon
eagles
enough.
in Florida in 1963 set the world record for the largest bird's nest. It clocked in at 3 meters wide and 6 meters deep. So for context, that means you could have dropped an entire giraffe inside it. Don't put
What?
giraffes
A
inside
giraffe?
birds' nests.
What how?
Really, this is just from mental
No need
exercise.
to wait.
To build such
Seriously.
large nests, the male
No
and
need to wait
female
that
work
single
together
long.
for months. They often locate these nests on the top of the tallest tree in the area, which gives them a good vantage point over their territory. The pair stack and weave together branches, lining the inside with soft materials like grass,
I
moss,
think I need to
feathers.
know
The
how that
result is a
would.
strong, sturdy nest
But
that they
seems a
can
little bit
return to year after year, or even
stronger. You
decade
got
after decade.
11:55.
Nests have been known to be used for as long as 35 years. The common tailor bird of Asia takes the nest weaving process one step
Oh,
further by
noodly
literally
doo-doo.
sewing its nest
Thinking about
together
this?
like a
Or
tailor.
maybe
It's
that.
the female that does the sewing, although the male
Noodle-rific,
sometimes
huh?
helps out by collecting materials or lining the nest with soft things like feathers and plant down. To make the nest, the female uses her beak to place leaves together and poke holes around
Ooh,
their edges.
I
Then
literally
she threads
love
spider silk,
birds.
plant fibers, or even stolen string
Oh.
through the holes to
Oh,
form
that's the
stitches,
case of
which
that.
can number up to 200 per nest. The entire process takes several days. but
Well,
the end
I think I
result
need
is
a bunch of
leafy
those.
pouch that blends in
Exactly
well with the
okay
surrounding
with that,
foliage. This camouflage is especially effective because the bird takes care in aligning the nest, exposing only the top surfaces of the leaves so that everything matches the orientation and color of nearby plants.
Yep,
And because the holes
that's
the tailor bird
nearly
puts in the
nearby
leaves
about
are
those.
tiny, the leaves rarely turn brown, making it even harder to spot when
Not
everything
even
else is green. All of this helps
harder.
conceal the tailor bird's nest.
Well, that's
and
okay about
protect it
that.
from predators. A final touch
We're
is
just
that the nest
keeping that
actually
down
hangs
anyways.
from the tree rather than sitting directly on it. This is common for nests in hot countries, and it helps protect the bird's
Ooh,
eggs from being
okay.
eaten by monkeys
Mermaid
and snakes. The brush turkey
magic.
of eastern Australia takes
But-
the opposite tactic by building their nest
Ooh,
right down
Australian
on the
brush
ground. And those
turkeys.
nests are essentially
These
giant
are the
compost
birds.
piles that the birds can
But
use to
birds
incubate
have
or warm
nests,
their eggs
too.
until they hatch.
I
This
suppose.
so-called mound is also seen in most of the members of the bird's family, the Megapodes. Now, many modern-day birds, of course, sit on their eggs to keep them warm, so it's unclear why brush turkeys and their relatives don't. Mound making could have emerged as an alternative nesting strategy after changes in
you're
climate
missing my
that happened
spot.
hundreds of millions of years ago. Or it could have been an ancestral feature that megapodes somehow retained, having an external heat source
But
is common.
here's
in
a
reptile
situation
nests.
we
Whatever
know.
the case, the mound is built by the male brush turkey. During winter, the bird collects forest vegetation like leaves, moss, and branches, then mixes them together. As the pile decomposes,
Mama,
it
but
generates the
how
heat
are going
needed
to need to do
incubate
some
the
of these
So if the
eggs?
temperature is too
For
hot,
example,
male embryos
I
are
know.
less likely to make it. And if it's too
Okay, Okay.
cold, female ones don't fare as well. So the wrong temperature can tip the gender balance of the young. To prevent this, the brush turkey checks the temperature of his mound with his beak and adds or removes vegetation as necessary. It's a very precise process, since adding about 1 centimeter of material can increase a mound's temperature by about 1.5 degrees Celsius. The size of the mound also
what's
plays an
all
essential
that?
role in keeping
Noah?
the temperature steady.
But
Adding more
you
material
are
reduces the
having a
amount of heat
big
the mound
trouble
loses, so
now.
a bigger mound better insulates the eggs from the outside
seriously?
environment. The end result is something the
Am
size
I
of
gonna
a
be the
car.
product?
So building this nest is a lot of work.
But
it's
how
worth the
natural
effort,
it
because
is.
if the male does
Natural
well,
starts
he can
with the
attract
letter
a lot
N.
of mates. Several different females will
Good,
lay their eggs
because
in
literally
one good
love
quality
that.
mound, while lower
Nests.
quality ones may not attract any females at all. Another enclosed nest comes from the Hammerkop of Africa,
Hammerkops.
who build domes of mud, grass, and as many as 10,000 sticks. To create that nest, both the male and the female work together.
it looks like
building
Star
up a
Wars is
central
over with.
cup-like core
So I'm
first
outta here,
before
kiddos.
adding to the sides. That
Yep,
makes the final
you
nest
literally
pretty hard to
Space Week's
access,
over
since
with.
most of its structure
Now
is
what I'm
covered,
going to do is
except
a
for one
Star
small
Wars.
tunnel leading to the inside.
Uh,
They're also
not
really,
necessary.
really big.
But
up to
necessary
2
starts with
meters
the letter
across and
N.
2 meters tall.
Right?
That's 3 times taller
Good.
than the bird itself. In fact,
But
Hammerkop
look at
nests
this
are
nest.
so large that snakes and
Literally
lizards have
love
been known
that.
to live inside at the same time the bird is
Ooh.
nesting.
I
which gave
think
the
I've
birds the
never
pretty
heard of
awesome
that
reputation of
bunch.
being mythical shape-shifting
I'm really
beasts.
hungry.
That reputation may have been bolstered by the bird's practice of decorating
No,
their
no,
nest
no.
with brightly
Nile,
colored or
you don't
otherwise
eat
unusual
any of
objects
these
like
foods. They're
snake skin or
cannibals.
even dead birds.
Oh,
Scientists are still puzzling over
Right you
why
are.
these features are there. One idea is that
okay.
the outside ornaments help
Okay,
the male
the-
strut his stuff.
By the way,
but
Bacon Berry
nobody's really
is
sure
not
why.
supposed to
The
eat
nest's
pink
large size
M&Ms.
might help the Hammerkop
They're
to
supposed to
support a
eat
larger number of
seaweed
eggs,
cookies,
and its enclosed
not
nature
pink
presumably protects the
M&Ms.
eggs and offspring better than an
Oops.
open nest. After all, the
Sorry.
massive structure can support the weight of a
I'm
human, and
seriously
its
literally
walls of
rubbish.
mud act as both
But
insulation
you're going good
and
back
water.
here, but you
The
will
nest of
need
the
to
piping
watch.
plover is basically the opposite.
the number
These
5 on
birds
this
nest
list
on the
is
sandy beaches
piping
of North
plovers.
America, where building materials can be in short supply. So the plover
Think about
makes
that.
do with what's called a scrape nest, which is common in open areas with limited resources. The male bird literally scrapes away sand, gravel,
Hey,
and other
did I
debris
say
to make a small
literally?
depression on the shore.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yep. That's
Sometimes the
definitely
nests are
yep.
lined with pebbles, which are chosen to match the color of the eggs. These help regulate the temperature of the eggs,
Oh,
especially if they're left
how
unattended.
very
Still, they're about as
adorable.
minimalist as
Seems a
nests
little bit-
can get. And since
seems
these
a little
nests
bit
are
of
pretty
difference
accessible to land
sometimes.
predators, the birds have developed other
Well,
defense
seriously, you're
mechanisms
not
to
a
help them
starfish.
survive.
He's a
Plovers rely
shining
strongly
star
on camouflage
in
to
the
protect
sky.
themselves from predators. Plover eggs
Up.
are light-colored
Up,
and
that's
speckled,
about it.
helping them blend in with
Because
their sandy
night
surroundings.
begins
And
with the
being in
letter
open
N.
isn't all bad.
But
Nesting
how
in flat areas
about
rather than in
you?
a tree can also help the birds spot approaching predators, as there is nowhere
But
for
you're
them
gonna
to
watch
hide
out
as
these
they get closer.
predatorly
Rather than
birds.
in a tree or on
It's
the ground, the
high-billed
pied-billed
grebes.
grebes of the Americas build nests that
Ooh,
float.
is
This
that
actually makes a lot of
America?
sense because the birds are
Yep.
water dwellers. Their legs are
Yep,
set
yep,
near the
yep.
back of their body, making
Oh,
them
look
great
at that
swimmers,
bird.
but not very good walkers.
Isn't
so
it
it would be
cute?
inconvenient for them to have
Or
to nest
what?
on land. But while grebe nests have been described as
okay.
floating platforms,
Seems
it's
a
not
little
like
bit
they use them
different
to
is-
sail the high seas. They're
Gosh.
actually anchored to plants so that they
Sail
don't
the
drift away.
high
Building a
in the
nest is a
sea.
joint effort of both
It's
the male
credited
and
by
female grebe,
Born
who often have to dive to
1945.
collect dead and
You
decaying
see
plants.
this,
They also
huh?
may pick up material that's floating on the water's
Okay.
surface. It all goes into a pile,
Don't even
and
mention
sometimes
it.
that pile will start to sink. As that happens, the grebe will tuck additional
Hey,
material
they're
underneath
overblowing.
the eggs to keep them above water. This may all sound like they're
You're
spending a lot
gonna
of
need to get.
energy to
You're gonna need to get
save
some
a
fun.
sinking ship.
You're gonna
but
need to
it's
get
worth
the
it.
nest.
Like with the brush
ready.
turkey, all that decaying material can help incubate
Oh,
the egg, and
okay.
nesting in the water lets the grebes stay
Now
where they're the
what?
most comfortable. Just like the bald eagle,
And the
hummingbirds
number
also
7,
have a world
hummingbirds.
record. One member of the family
Smallest
builds the world's
birds.
smallest bird's nest. That's the nest of
Ooh.
the bee hummingbird in Cuba,
Oh,
which clocks in
no.
at a mere 2 centimeters
Birds
long and
eat
3
noodles.
centimeters deep.
I think I need to
About the
run
size
away
of a
with
peanut.
it.
Most hummingbird nests tend to be a little bigger, more like the
What?
size of a ping
Birds
pong
eat
ball.
noodles?
This is very adorable. These small birds
oh,
all live
boy.
somewhere in the western
Don't even do
hemisphere.
that
But
anyway,
despite that
Nyle.
wide geographic
Ew.
range and the fact that there are over
Seems a little
300 varieties of hummingbird, they all tend to build pretty similar nests. Of course, not every hummingbird nest is going to be made out of the same
seriously
stuff.
does.
There are variations in materials
You're
depending on
just
species,
winging out.
geography, and even
Will
individual
we
preference.
come to
But
that?
the basic blueprint is generally the same.
Ugh.
Hummingbird nests are typically made by the
I've
female
never heard of that
who
enough
weaves
before.
a cup out of plant material and
too.
sticky spider silk.
No, the
which
birds
helps
alone
bind,
love
insulate,
that.
and camouflage the structure.
They're
Another advantage of spider silk
smallest.
is that it's soft and stretchy, allowing the
of them all.
nest to stretch as the young hummingbirds grow. That's especially important because young hummingbirds aren't likely to
Very
leave the
gratitude,
nest until
huh?
they can fly by themselves. Other stuff like discarded feathers can also help camouflage the nest. Meanwhile, the inner layer, which helps keep the eggs warm and cozy, usually contains
think I used
soft
all
materials
those.
like the white hair of the
Oh, I
dandelion.
think it's
Yes,
coming.
they use dandelion fuzz. Because it wasn't cute enough already. And the 7 nests that we just talked about, just a small sampling of the many amazing varieties out there. After all, there are estimated to be over 18,000 different bird species, and all of them have to put their eggs somewhere. From teeny, adorable cups to massive compost mounds, the diversity of birds' nests is a great illustration of how every species must adapt to its own environment.
Well, time's up. I think it's time to be back to the letter O. Bye for now.
Bye guys. Thanks for watching.